showed him. Where you at? Here it come. It's right there. Green. It's music. It's a whole symphony. But you're going to know you're lying. You can say, I didn't see the green light because you don't want to be crazy with me. But you're going to know you're lying. Only we can see the green light. We who? We, the ones you call the chosen, the bloodline. Oh. Huh. Only we can see it. And then, who will have eyes to see beyond it? You're in the unseen light. Don't ask me questions. You're in the unseen light. Why are you talking to me? Why are you asking me? You're in the unseen light. Who saw the green light? Who saw it? By myself, they can call me crazy. But I told you, the time is up for the illusion. Yep. The time is up. Time is up. Time is up. Huh. What y'all didn't see, because this happened in the unseen for y'all, is after you heard the ladder that was out in my yard fall from the wind coming from the craft from above. Is I got up, I said, yo, let's get to the house. We got in the house. And before I could even get into the house, the winds picked up. And I get in the house. Something's telling me, go on out. Step on out. I was about to. I got a call. And while I was on the call, I'm standing in the doorway. And I have witnesses. A bright green light flashed and took me off my feet, meaning I fell back. And I hit the stair rail. I hit my back on the stair railing. And I'm still holding the phone. And when the green light flashed, all the power went out in the neighborhood. And then it came back on. And I had to asked. I said, wait a minute, did the power go off? Because it was vague in my memory until it started to set back in. And the sisters was like, yeah, the power went off. And I said, what happened right before the power went off? They said a green flash. Also, while I'm on the phone, talking about the green light. A green light not only flashes, right? It glows. The bottom third part of the sky glowed green. And I said, look, the green light. And the sisters was like, yo, oh my God. And two sisters saw it. I'm doing my best to tell y'all. And I'm doing my best to show y'all that your messenger, Malachi, did not lie to you. He told you the truth and you rejected him. But you won't make it out of here. You won't make it. And you won't know you didn't make it. This has happened before. It's happening now. And you think it to be a coincidence that as we go into June 26th, his birthday, you have one of the hugest geostorms spiraling right now, the hugest lightning storm spiraling right now. All the while I'm narrating it, the one who's been reminding you and telling you all the while. That it is time for the whole world to know who the true light is. How else will any of you get home? So look for the green light. Not in your light bulb, not on your phone screen, not as an emoji, as a light that flashes naturally and you don't know where it's coming from. You just know that it's there. Because behind that layer is technology you don't understand about. And behind that layer is people you don't know, but your government knows they're there. And we've always been there. They can't intervene and make you do a thing. They can't make you listen. Technology allows for what you call Illamutajessid, avatar, incarnates, to come and speak. Technology allows for people who are common people, layman people, to be able to be zapped with information to bring you coordinates, maps, codes, songs, lyrics, art pieces, movies, anything that can point your attention toward what's really happening. Not politics, not spirituality, not religion. The clock. And it is winding down as I speak. As we speak. The clock has been held back for you. There won't be another opportunity like this for another 25,000 years. What will you do? Don't believe me. Look for the green light, chosen. Look for it. You already went through the school of it. Look for it. Look for the purple. Look for it. It is a signal. Just like if I stood out in the yard and I flashed my phone light at you, that's how you know I'm there. So if you look out and you see a green light, that's how you know we're there. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. They don't want to point you to Malachi because they are children of jinn, demons, devils. They benefit generationally from your ignorance, and you serve them like you serve their fathers and their fathers' fathers, and you worship them like you worship their fathers and their fathers' fathers, and they keep you under them. You will never ascend under these demons. Cast down your idols. Cast down your idols. You are suppressing your bloodline. You signed up and said, I want to go home. I want to ascend. You can't ascend under man. They're not driving the vehicles. They can talk Anunnaki all they want to. We don't know them. Do you hear me? A button can be pressed that can delete not just your solar system, not just your galaxy, your universe. And where will you be? Will you be on the other side of that button, or will you cease to exist? It's happening now. It will not slow down. It will not stop happening. Go home. Come home. Go and look at the Come Home cover art. Phase 1. What do you see? Come home. Come home. They running out of time. Their illusion is shattering. They know it. Don't get caught up in the destruction of that illusion, because it'll be a shift. Some of y'all are already experiencing the shift, aren't you? Where you can't even talk to people anymore. How you used to be able to talk to people. You can't see how are people occupied with the things they're occupied with. You can't see how do people think how they think. That is natural selection. It's happening again. You want to be able to stand in the presence of those people that drive these crafts, because you got to watch this movie. It's called Elio. And you have to understand why they named it that. You have to understand why the green light is in it. You have to understand what it means. Because that's a message for the elite. That's Elliot. E.T. phone home. Go and find another one of the images of E.T. and you will see there's a green craft. Don't let these people try to convince you I'm some agent, or I'm crazy, or I'm here to sow division. No, I'm the last one that's out here that will point you to the center. There are no others. Do you hear me? They can't even show you what I just showed you because they don't have that favor. And the only reason I have the favor is because I remember I am not this body. I'm not Omari or Faise One. You are in Faise One. It's an event and it's happening. So listen. The least you could do is listen. Let me find out where the fire sword is. I walk into the church with the eye of Horus, screaming out, may the angels of the Most High record this as I light a torch in which I destroy the entire fort with. I'm not alone. I am accompanied by higher forces, walking through desire forests as they whole empire scorches. I got Mikhail, a Satyr, a Gemini, a Corsus Cyclops, and a pack of eye drops in case my sinus worsens. Why them? Well, all of them fit the scale. The different size of Gemini, the blazing sword of Mikhail, the eye of the Cyclops, it'll help when my vision fails. And a Satyr, it'll chew through the bricks of hell. A different tale than usual, is it? Well, that's because you've been missing tail by Decepticons composed of boa constrictor cells. I've been sent to bail you captives out, lift the spell, throw Iblisi Bell down at wishing well and then wishing well. I'm from that of which you fell. I walk the land amidst the wolves, and all I got in my hand is this purple amethyst, immune to what you can't resist. Sex, money, drugs, shaitan amidst out of Pan's labyrinth and into your standards. It's crazy how a man of sense and a diligent analyst could be easily tampered with and corrupted, no manner sense. But I got a psychic defense, and I manage it by opening my eyes. Everything around you was damaged. Get out of her. I could have left without a word, but I stayed. So the least these humans could do was listen to what I say. Your world isn't coming to an end. Society is. The youth is your future. You kill it when you lie to your kids. Christians only counting on the end that the Bible predicts, but I'm letting you in on that title. I'm entitled to this. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. 3 hells that you travel through. Keep in mind you started off as semen first. Your father met your mother soon after you were releasing her. You exited that dome and expect to get back home just because you act grown. Wait on the week to end, fall down on your knees, repent. Then after that, you're weak again. See, Jesus freaks compete with the league of deceit to please their friends. I'm trying to crack this binding code. You worry about what sneakers in. I wrote that when I was 13. Don't be fooled. I am not many. Don't be fooled by any of these communities of people. Don't be fooled by these astrologers. Don't be fooled by these metaphysicists. Don't be fooled by anybody. If you are here in this moment, you're here. Now think of how many people are wherever the fuck they are. Don't be fooled. We have to yell to many to reach few. People do this every time. Humans do this every time. The ones that come with the code, the access code, you kill us, or you ostracize us, or you hate us, you antagonize us, and then when we show you what we show you, you still hate us, antagonize us, kill us, and scream crucify. It don't matter what we do. Some of these people's bloodlines are here to combat us. So who am I speaking to? Those who are here to hear us. Just Listen, that's all you have to do. Listen. The show isn't over. Today is Dr. Melchizedek York's birthday. And you still think it to be a coincidence that your sky is just filled up with green light. And not everybody saw it. Because not everybody can see the light. Well, I'll tell you this. I saw it. And I've been seeing it. They won't leave me alone. I've been told them, I said, use me. They don't want to let go of their ego. Everybody wants to be this and be that. Then when we ask you what's going on, you don't know. I said, use me. I said, use me so long ago, it don't even matter. I don't write books. I tear down veils and illusions. I don't make music. I ask the angels to speak. The Etherians to speak. I don't have ghost writers. I have etheric writers. If I'm lying, then make me a truth teller and just pay attention. Green Flashes is not a work of Omari. Some of y'all stood on this porch that I'm sitting here on right now, and y'all looked in the sky a few days ago. It wasn't that long ago. Y'all better tell the people. And I said, look. And y'all looked up. And there were crafts above us. Y'all better tell them, because they're going to make me out to be crazy. Because I'm the last one. They're going to make me out to be crazy. It ain't the government. But they know they can't stand the true light. Y'all better tell them that you stood on this porch and you looked up and you saw crafts flying above us. And not only just flying above us, tell them that the craft acknowledged you when you said Rahu back. Tell them that. Tell them you said Rahu back and they flashed the light. Tell them. Tell them. Because in 2022, when I did it for a group of people who said, we want to go out there and see the extraterrestrials. And they walked out there with a walkie-talkie when it was S.G. Hazel and Lightwave and the rest of them. I went out there on that porch with them. And they were talking amongst each other. They weren't even looking up. I separated from them. I went to the edge of the porch furthest from them. I looked up and I said, you know I'm here. I know you know I'm here. They want to see you. Let me see and I'll show you. I'll show them. Moments later, back to back, just like y'all witnessed, 9 crafts back to back. One came so close, I said, they normally don't fly that close. So if they're flying that close, I said, what? I said, there's another one about to come and join. And they came immediately and joined that one. There were 2 flying together. Y'all didn't even see that. So now you got to witness it. You say, no, he wasn't just talking about that. Some of y'all saw the live where I was explaining it, how I showed them the crafts, and you saw this man get on here. And I said, since you saying, because I was eating meat at that time, I said, since you saying I was moving too slow, who showed y'all the crafts when y'all said y'all wanted to go see them? Who pulled them and caught them? He said, not you. Because he is of his father, the devil. He can't say, yeah, Omari, you saw the crafts. You want to know why? Because these types of beings thrive off illusion, not truth. Illusion. They have to put on a headband with a moon and a crescent. That's how they make you think they're gods. They have to drive around in a convertible and wear Versace shirts and throw money and say, this is how we become gods. Illusion. They have to scream at you, say, I am one of the incarnates. I am one of the 23rd elders. I am Anubis. I am this. They have to do that. And then you ask them, name the rest of your brothers then. If you are one of us, name, what's the rest of your brothers' names? And they say, oh, I ain't teach all that yet because they weren't ready for that yet. You took it out of the holy tablets. You did like Zuin. You ran off with the tablets. Those names don't belong to you. Those positions are not yours. Which is why you can't feel them. Listen. They got to stand in front of you with a t-shirt on with an ankh on it for you to think they're divine. Are you divine naked? Can you walk outside and say, look, and show people what you talking about? So some of y'all, oh, it was a lot of y'all this time. What was about 13 people? 13 of you can say, no, I went out there with Omari. He showed us those crafts. And they didn't just fly over. They blinked. They flashed. A single flash. When y'all was like, roll back, they flashed and then dipped. You gonna say you don't remember? That's why I told you, I said, don't forget the flash. That's how you remember. Some of y'all can see it in your mind's eye now. Who do they say I am? What does that matter? Some of y'all stood out there before the show and I was talking to you. I was there. I could feel y'all feel me walk up on you. Y'all started moving and forming a circle. As soon as I walked up, I saw you. It was brothers. We out there talking. A bluebird comes by, flies. Then a red bird comes by, flies. And then you listening to the album and you hear one of the songs where it says, have you seen the bluebird? Have you heard the red bird? And y'all like, how did that happen? I say, you think I'm the only one putting this show together? Have I not taught you about the unseen? How many times do I have to say it? How right does a man have to be before you acknowledge and bear witness to the divinity in him? How right does he have to be? Not how many times can somebody say some shit that's just an outright lie and y'all still try to say that's divine insight. Not how many times can somebody come and talk to you about what they plan on doing to bring the community together, but next thing you know, they're doing another convention talking to you and you done paid to come to their show for them to talk to you about how life is going to be better and you're going to be gods one day and you're going to be creators and you're going to own banks. How right does a man have to be before you acknowledge, bear witness to the divinity in him? You say, Omari, you said, somebody said smoke. So that means there will be a wildfire. A wildfire is coming. And Omari, 2 days after you said that, the whole LA was on fire. And they said it was a wildfire. How right does a man have to be? Omari, you said, look, watch, May is coming. Watch for May. This is 2022. And in May, all the snakes are going to fall. Omari, you said it. And in May, they locked up YSL. Omari, you said there's going to be a train derailment. You actually didn't just say it. You made a post so that it was documented. And one of the images on your post is a train that was derailed. And down the street from you, Omari, shortly after, there was a train derailment. And it looked similar to the image you generated in Smyrna. The people in the community was complaining about it. Say, yo, man, this train done fell a few days ago. It's still sitting here. Omari, you said there was going to be an earthquake that strikes Atlanta. And Omari, not long after that, they say it wasn't even in Atlanta that the earthquake took place. And Atlanta got hit with an earthquake. Atlanta don't even be getting hit with earthquakes. Omari, you say things and they happen. You say, look over there, and something shows up. You go live a few hours ago. You point the camera at the sky and you say, come and see, Omari. And an entire craft pulls up over you, flashing green lights. And the winds pick up and blow. And they get to hear you hyperventilate as the lightning increases frame by frame. And then the green flashes from behind the clouds. And they hear you asking, can you see the green light? That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking you to call me no Messiah. I don't care. I'm not asking you to call me no prophet. I'm not asking you to put me on no pedestal. I'm not Malachi's successor. I don't belong to your reality. I am projecting here. And we see what's happening to you. And we say, can you see the true light? Can you see it? The unseen. It's right there. Y'all heard me saying it. It's literally right above me. It was right there. Sisters, the sisters is upstairs. When they come down here, I'll have them tell you what happened when I got off the live. I have them tell you because y'all have to hear it from them. Now, I'm still sitting here on this porch. All right? So I want you to remember that I'm still sitting here. When they come down, it won't be rehearsed. I don't even know why I be thinking I need to explain that. Maybe because of how many people y'all have subscribed to in life that are just outright illusionists. All they put on is shows, illusions. Not even shows, because the illusion isn't really a show. It's a conceal. I'm gonna let the sisters come down here. I'm gonna tell you first, and then I'm gonna ask the sisters, right? Literally, y'all, I'm on the phone with my Umi talking about what's happening. And the door is wide open. I'm laying down because I got knocked on my back, literally, from one of the green flashes. All the power went out in the community. By the time I hit the ground, the lights were back on. But I remember seeing the lights go out when that green light flashed. I'm on the phone talking to my Umi, y'all. And the door is open. And, oh, the sister, y'all down here? I'm going to let y'all tell it. Y'all come here real quick. Oh, y'all busy? Go ahead. All right. I got two sisters on my one on my left, one on my right. Can y'all announce y'all? So y'all got to say y'all name it. I just want people to understand.
Roll back.
All right. Let's go further. What did my dad say when we were in the car? Okay, let me turn this light on so people can see I'm not coaching no motherfucking body. What did my dad say when we were in the car about what y'all were around to do?
Witness.
Boom. Was this earlier today or later?
It was earlier today.
Can y'all both answer so people can hear? I want the truth to just spew straight out.
It was earlier.
All right. What question did I ask my dad about?
The green flashes.
The green flashes.
What they mean to us.
Right. When I asked my dad about the green flashes, was there lightning outside at that time?
No.
We were out and about, right? Okay. What color did y'all have on?
All white.
All three of y'all had what?
All white.
Okay. What color did he ask if people were wearing?
White.
Okay, he was in tune, right?
To us.
Okay. He said what name did he say was associated when I asked him what's the green light? What name did he say?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If y'all think I'm just that fast with note cards and flashcards, fuck it. I can't prove it no further. I turned the light on and everything. They're telling you what really is literally just occurred. So I asked him about what light?
The green.
The green what? In what form?
Flashes in the sky.
Flashes in the sky. All right. At what point, I'll ask it this way. Why did I get out of the car on the way to the house?
We saw this weird looking lightning flash, but it wasn't lightning. It was like shaped weird in the sky, in the same spot.
Yep.
Following us. Kind of like weird.
Right.
It was following the car.
Right. Okay. So y'all telling me while we were driving on the way to the house, y'all saw what looked like to be some type of small group of lightning falling in the house? I mean, following the car?
Following the car.
Okay. Those are y'all words, right? All right. By the time we got to the house, was the lightning increasing? Okay. Y'all went into the house, right?
Yeah.
Did I come in the house with you?
Yes.
That's when I went what?
Out.
I went live. Okay. All right. So let's speed back. I had to show that to y'all. That's before the live. I called. Actually, my dad sent me a message. I've been saying I need to call my dad. What was I doing when my dad called me first?
In the studio.
Okay, cool. I was recording the music that I went live and showed them, right? Okay. When my dad called, I told him I'm a what?
Get back with him later.
Why? Because I was in the studio. Okay. When I got in the car, who called?
Your dad.
And that's when we started speaking, right? Okay, cool. And we talked about whose birthday?
Pops.
Okay. So I take you back a little further. All right, let's speed back up. So y'all go in the house. I stay outside, right, when we get to the house. I went live, showed them everything. What happened? Did y'all come out where I was at?
Not at first, and then we did.
Okay, cool. So it took a little while, but then y'all came out to where I was at. All right. Y'all didn't see any green flashes when we were out there, did y'all?
No.
All right. So I need y'all at the same time. I don't care if y'all not saying it in sync, but it sound like y'all doing it already. Okay? I need y'all to tell them about, okay, let me see what happens. When did y'all see the green flash? The first one.
When you were in the doorway.
I was in the doorway.
And the power went out.
And the power went out?
And you fell.
I fell. Y'all hear that? So you said green light, not just lightning. You saw a green flash.
Yeah.
The power went out and I fell. So let me stop y'all right there. This is why I fell. Because I was no longer in my body. I was in green. That's the best way I can explain it to you. I'm not going further than that. And it was for a split second, but it was long enough for me to no longer be in this dimension. And when I got up, my back was hurting. Meaning when I opened my eyes, my back was hurting. And I could remember vaguely that I was standing in the doorway. And then I remember the power go out because the lights that I saw, the orange lights of the street, disappeared. And what all did I see? Green. That's all I saw. This just happened. All right, that was the first one. What about the second one? Tell them. Same time.
In the doorway. And two. I was sitting on the floor.
Y'all might have to speak up a little bit.
I was sitting on the floor because you were still on the floor from when you fell. And I was at your head, and the other sister was in the doorway. And we both looked up at the same time as you were looking up, and we saw this bright flash of green, and it was a prolonged flash, so it wasn't like quick.
How is that possible? I want to stop you. Are you saying the same thing she's saying? What did you see?
I was at your back, and then I got up. The door was closed. I opened it and stood in the doorway, and it wasn't a flash, the green. It was like a light. And it held it. Mm-hmm.
It held it. So we got one sister on my right saying there was a prolonged flash. There's another sister right here on my left saying that the light was held. Y'all know that they mean the same thing. What color was the light?
It was green.
What did I do when I saw the light?
You fell backwards.
And I'm laying down. Mm-hmm. And I fell again.
Yeah. And I said, oh my God.
Yep. And what were you looking at when you said, oh my God?
The green light.
The green light. Did it flash?
No, it was
glowing.
Yeah.
It glowed. Where did it come from?
The sky.
The sky. Had I been talking about the green light today? Already?
Mm-hmm.
Who was I talking about the green light with?
Yeah, your dad.
Okay. And didn't he answer about it?
Mm-hmm.
And he said whose name?
Yeah,
whose birthday?
Pops.
Okay. And when we get here, what light did y'all see?
Green.
Had y'all seen it prior?
Nuts.
But what did he say y'all were here to do?
Witness.
Do you bear witness?
I bear witness.
All right. That's all we had. You see? You see? You see? Now, if we got anybody that want to be skeptic, you're supposed to be skeptic. You're supposed to be like, why? Don't be mad at people asking questions, even if they trolling, because that means that they still find some type of interest in it. But don't think that just because I'm saying something that people just supposed to accept it just because you know me or you like me or you like my music. Some you know what I mean? Because then you just put me in a group with everybody that just be saying shit. So they not wrong to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that don't make sense, or why this? That's not a wrong thing. And I'm not being facetious by saying this. I'm not being sarcastic. Y'all supposed to be able to respond in a way that's like, okay, he'll get to your question, or what? Let me see if I can help you. You ain't supposed to be beating up on people asking questions, because you ain't gonna get here doing that. So, why green? The best answer that I can give is it's a signal color. Right? That's the best way I can explain it. Like if you see blue and red lights outside your house, what's the chances of whose vehicle being out there? Police vehicles. Typically, you're going to see blue lights or you'll see blue and red lights. Typically. Unless you're out of the country somewhere. I'm in the States. So when blue and red lights pull up outside your house, unless somebody's playing a trick on you, you're like, that's the police. And you already know. They don't even have to come on the announcement or the intercom, whatever. When you see green light, when I see green light, I know that that's a signal color. Like somebody saying, hey, I'm outside. The same way, and I'll say it like this. You may experience this in your lifetime. You walk outside and you'll hear a trumpet blaring from what appears to be everywhere. And some people are going to say, see, the angels are blowing trumpets. And they're going to be looking for some Caucasian babies flying around with wings. And they'll never find them. Because what they should be looking for is a vehicle that makes that sound. The same way you pull up outside somebody's house and you beat the horn. And that's your way of saying what? I'm here. I have arrived. My dad said to me on the phone, he said, oh, because I asked him, yo, what's up with the green flashes? I don't know who else to ask. I didn't ask everybody. Only other person I asked that was Ibrahim, and Ibrahim told me that it was a possibility that I got abducted and placed back here and upgraded. That when they flash that green light, they take you. Interestingly enough, when they did that shit, I fell. And I remember before I fell, I was outside of my flesh. And I was surrounded by green. I don't even know how else to explain it to y'all, but I wasn't in my body. I was still here. I didn't die. But I wasn't in my body. I was pulled into the light. And then I remember my back hurting. So the sisters told y'all, they came down these stairs and told y'all exactly what I just said. And more details. And I brought up what I didn't bring up about being on the phone with my dad and all that. And what they were wearing white and what they were supposed to be doing, which was witnessing, all of that. I brought up that. You see how they was able to sync up? Y'all, again, it's not scripted. We didn't even have time to script it if you want to say it. We didn't have time. The lightning is still going on in the background. I'm just not pointing at the sky, and you can't really see it because I got this. But there's lightning out there still happening. You had to be on the live. You had to be able to see. When I said come and see, you had to show up. I don't know if that live was recorded or not, but all I'm going to say is this. Whatever happened this shadow tonight has changed everything. It has changed everything. And I'm telling you, look for the light. Look for the green light. How many people have been paying attention to how many nights in the past 3 months there's been lightning? Didn't I tell y'all? I said you're going to be called to go outside. Remember, I said all this already. You'll get a call to go outside. You have to know to just go. I said the lightning is doing something for the elect, right? I said, make sure when you see that lightning, go out in it. I'm telling y'all, the sky lit up with a green glow. And I have witnesses that saw it. Now what? What do you want? What else? And they just sat here and told you in damn near unison, this man speaks truth. And I pointed the live camera at the lightning. And you saw that shit flash every 1.5 seconds, didn't you? And some of y'all said, I saw it. I saw the green flashes. That's all I'm saying. All I'm asking is, do you bear witness? Not, do you believe Omari and think he's this and that and the third? That's going to pass away way faster than you think. Somebody said, I got it screen recorded. See? Right? Now, how did I know to tell you? That's what I'm telling you to pay attention to. And how did I know to bring up the light earlier? That's what I'm telling you to pay attention to. And then you need to watch me. Watch me. Test me. Test me. See if I say something that don't happen. You want to know one of the secrets about being prophets or Nebi, Enbiya? You want to know one of the secrets? We can't get it wrong. Only the false prophets get it wrong. Let me give you an example of what I'm saying. Don't believe me, just listen. So you'll know that it's a possibility. We can't get it wrong. Who did I explain it to? Some of y'all who were here in person, I'll explain it to the people who weren't. Let's say, remember the Hunger Game movie? When they were able to build the beast from nothing? They built the beast up by doing their hand like this and keying shit in, and then they sent the beast that they built out of nothingness into reality. And the beast was able to kill people, but they built that beast out of numbers. Watch what I'm telling you. If I say, all right, tomorrow there will be 3 UFOs that hover over of Atlanta. I'm not making a prophecy. I'm just telling you, watch. If I were to say that, right? If I were to say tomorrow there will be 3 UFOs that hover over Atlanta. One will be blue, one will be yellow, one will be red. Right? If it doesn't happen, I just made a false prophecy. Then in that moment, I am a what? False prophet. Now, let me show you how this actually works in the unseen degree. In less than 10 seconds, some leaves are going to fall into the screen. See that? I just made a prophecy and it came true. Now, let's say one of the sisters was here. I think they went upstairs. But let's say one of the sisters were here and they grabbed it. So let's say the sister grabs it. Now, the sister who has the leaves, let's say they are the ones who are called Elohim, angels, Malaika, overseers. They have the ability to drop shit into the realm. And they have access to all kind of shit because they can do exactly like them people showed you in that movie. And they can build realities out of numbers. Listen. And I say, in less than 10 seconds, some leaves are going to fall into the screen. And I'm one of the prophets, messengers, Ilamut Jessid, the avatar that came from them, that they sent to do a job so that you would know how to return home. If they rock with me, when I say in less than 10 seconds, some leaves are going to fall into the screen, guess what's going to happen in less than 10 seconds? They're going to drop it there. Some of y'all are missing it, but it's okay. They'll drop it there. That way, everybody's going to say, oh shit, this nigga Faise just said this shit was going to happen, and then it happened. So guess whose messenger is able to receive more ears? God's. Okay. Now let's say I'm not one of them. Let's say I'm not who I say I am. Whoever that is. Let's say I'm not an angel, a messenger. Let's play not messenger. You ready? In less than 10 seconds, some leaves are going to fall into the screen. 10, 9, 8, any second now. 7. According to Gematria, 6. 5. Superpowers for all melanin dominant people. 4. 3. Lightning strike the land if you don't let out Larry Hoover. This exact year is 2021. 2. 1. 0. Nothing. Because they don't make it happen for you. Because you're not gang. The fuck? You're capping. You're not one of us. So the only issue that people will have in that moment, turn this off, they're motherfucking bugs. Only issue people have, oh, this light is still going. Look. The lightning is still going. I don't know if y'all can see. They off in the distance now, but if you not gang, then they ain't finna make shit happen for you. Only only issue people gonna have is people like liars. People like for a nigga to say some shit and it don't fucking happen. People like for a nigga to be like, I'm this, I'm that, without having to show that they are. They like that. So they won't challenge it. Back in the old time, they said if you made a prophecy and that shit wasn't real, they said that shit was worthy of death. I ain't telling nobody to kill nobody now. I'm just saying according to the Bible, that's what they was telling the motherfuckers. That if a nigga say they came to do this and they gonna make this prophecy and the shit don't come true, that ain't one of ours, kill his ass. I think people are lucky this ain't the Old Testament, huh? Because a lot of niggas would have got their ass took the fuck off by them old Hebrew Israelites. Niggas be scared to do a motherfucking weather forecast job. Meteorologists, they would have retired that shit. Too many niggas been dying. Nigga, you said some shit was gonna come and that shit didn't come. Go ahead and lay your head right there. Chop. You see what I'm saying? Some of y'all stood right here on this porch and witnessed what people be talking about. Oh, I want to see UFOs. I want to see this. I want to see that. Y'all saw it. You saw it. You can't unsee it. I guess the lightning want to calm down since I done came out here. Pay attention. Pay attention to fireflies. Shooting stars. Remember the Childish movie, right? Where I showed you the green lights and the green flashes and the green meteorites and the green comets and the green UFOs and the green suction technology. That was a beautiful thing that I was able to witness. Two sisters witness, y'all. They're here. They're here. And don't think you're going to be able to fake it. Fake won't help you now. Fake will not help you. These governments got their eyes on stuff my Umi was just talking about coming into their atmosphere, and they not checking in. I'm going to say it one more time. It's shit pulling up and not checking in. It's just pulling up and parking. You say, why we don't see it, Omari? I say, go study quantum stealth technology. Study quantum stealth tech. Your governments are just now starting to tell you it's real, but they've been showing you in the movies, aliens versus predators. Where them beings were able to walk right past you and you, they said, say it again. They can walk right past you and you don't see them. And that ain't no spiritual shit. That ain't no mystical shit. I'm telling you, go research. The government has the technology right now. The military has it. You know, they get all the toys first. And they been had it, by the way. They done had it so long ago. You have to study the Invincibility Project. Man, some of y'all so far behind. They been had this shit. They had this type of technology in the 40s. Remember I told y'all, you be in your house, right? And some shit fall in your house. And you be like, I know the fuck didn't shit just fall in my house because ain't nobody else the fuck in my house. Yes, huh? Because you don't remember that earlier that day when you was just minding your business, you got a knock at your door. And you say, who the fuck could that be coming to my damn door? And you open it. You opened it. And you say, I know ain't nobody playing tricks on me. And you walked your crazy ass out there in the yard. And you looked around. And then you came back to your door and you closed it. And you held that door open long enough for Bill, Sally, Tom, Jill, and all them CIA agents to walk straight into your damn house. And they been in your damn house. And you hear creaking every now and again. You think you got ghosts. No, you don't have ghosts. You have agents. And if you're important enough, they'll send them to your house. And they'll walk in. And if they can't get in that way, they'll hire or employ other more advanced Rosicrucians. That's all the CIA is, by the way. And I am a Rosicrucian. They'll hire more advanced Rosicrucians to remote view into your house. If they really need to find anything, they'll just send who can go. You have to understand that before the CIA existed, there was AEO, the Ancient Egyptian Order, composed of the ones called the overseers, who had access to Central Intelligence. Central Intelligence Agency. Central. The center. El-Qut. El-Khidr. The green. Central Intelligence Agency. The ones who have access to the codings. The very codings of your matrix. If you go and watch the Matrix movie, what color did they make the lighting? What color did they make the numbers? What color did they make the water? They made it bright green. It's a signal. And you're being told, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. You don't remember, but we can help you with that. They put in the Bible that when Jesus was walking amongst some people, somebody pulled up over him. Who pulled up over him? Go read the book of Mark chapter 9. Somebody pulled up over Jesus and was like, yo, y'all listen to this man. This is my son. Make sure y'all hear him. And then Jesus, when they said the cloud overshadowed them. After the cloud overshadowed them and that message came out, Jesus said, don't tell nobody what y'all just saw or heard. Why? Because they were going to call their ass crazy. They were going to call them crazy that a crap was able to go in, fly, and speak and say, this is my folks. This is my son right here. Make sure y'all listen to him. It sounds crazy, don't it? Until they put it in a movie. It sounds crazy that we're able to take consciousness as you know it and stream it from one body to another. We're crazy. But they show you in a movie and you believe them. You call them avatars. In Sanskrit, it's avatara, which means to descend. When you say Abba, you're saying father. Tara means star. Star fathers. The Native Americans talked about star fathers and star people. Right? So we're crazy. But then they come out with a movie called Avatar showing you our technology. Excuse me. Showing you the technology. That's not their shit. Showing you that you can take somebody's consciousness and shoot it into another body. And that person have a body somewhere completely else. And he come in as an agent. They say Faise One's an agent. Remember I told you, I said they right. Now who am I an agent for? Because Jesus was an agent. They sent him in to go and see. They'll say, be my eyes and my what? My ears. So some of y'all need to go read that story again where Jesus was like, I've come to, who read my book, Out of the Darkness, separate the sheep from the goats. The sheep, I'm going to put them on my right side. The goats, I'm going to put them on my left side. I'm going to separate these beings. Listen. Right hand, left hand. Here go the sheep. Yo, what's up, Jesus? Yo, what's good? How we got your favor? He going to say, because remember when I was hungry and you fed me? They like, what the fuck? Yeah. Remember when I was in prison and you looked out for me? Remember I ain't had no home and you gave me somewhere to stay? Remember I was thirsty, you gave me something to drink? And they gonna be like, because they do. They gonna be like, nigga, I never met you. How did I even do any of these things for you? You telling me this? I ain't never even seen you. He said, the least of these things that you've done for my brothers and my sisters, you've done for me also. He didn't say the least of these things you've done for anybody of any bloodline and all these people on the planet, you did for me. He said brothers and sisters because we are a part of the same family. It's a family thing. He say, when you help my brother, you will helping me. Now let me tell you another deeper science of that. Someone that has the ability to send their soul and they ether wherever into bodies, clones, whatever. They'll walk in and you don't know who they are. You don't recognize them because you, in this form, are so used to seeing things that you think you see, which you're really just perceiving or observing a reflection and trying to interpret electrical impulses that the brain is firing off. So you'll see somebody walk in hunched over, beard, you know what I mean? Goatee, glasses. Say, this can't be my 17-year-old son. This is an elder. But he's in disguise. He's in a different bodysuit. You have to listen to what I'm saying. So you mistreat this man. Listen to what I'm saying. You mistreat him because you don't see God. You just see Omari. You don't see Jesus. You disrespect Omari in his face. And then you go straight to the church and scream Jesus. You don't see an angel. You just see Omari. So you treat him like shit. You talk to him any kind of way. You put him down. Remember the movie, what was it, Phenomenon? Why'd you have to tear him down? He wasn't selling anything. He didn't want anything from anybody. He wanted nothing from nobody. Nothing. And you people had to tear him down. Oh, yeah, I'm giving you an example. Don't think I'm making this about me. I'm not alone. So you just feel, you know what, let me just treat this being any kind of way. And everything that you did to me was sent back to headquarters. That's how we record. Not how you think. That we pick up a pen and write it down. Say, oh, you did that? Okay, I'm going to write that down. Oh, you did that? I'm going to write that down. No. When we heard you say something, they heard you say something. When we saw you do something, they saw you do something. That's what is being meant. That, no, you didn't meet me, but you did meet me. You just didn't know I was the homeless man. And you thought it was funny, you and your friends, to talk shit about me and join me when I was fighting drugs and all kind of stuff. Yeah, I was the homeless man. Well, I didn't know that was you. You wouldn't have, first of all, how would it have been a test if you would have just known it was me? How is it going to be a test and I'm giving you the answers? No, you can't know it's me because I have to test your heart. Remember I told y'all You're in that time period where they're going to walk right up on you. And they're not going to test you on Jesus. They're not going to test you on Christianity. They're not going to test you on the Bible. They're going to test you on the love of Christ. The love. They're going to test you on the love of Christ. They're not going to test you and ask you how many scriptures of Al-Quran or Quran you know. They're not going to test you on the Torah. When it comes to Al-Quran, they're going to ask you or test you on the discipline of Muhammad. Remember I told y'all this. You're being tested. Earth is a testing ground right now. Because these are your last moments. And if there's somebody among y'all who can, you better show up now. You better show up now. You better stand up tall now. Your ancestors, whoever y'all are, y'all ancestors, you have people there that are rooting for you to ascend, to prove your bloodline. Prove it. Don't talk to me about we are gods and then say that the way we're going to become gods is to play with cryptocurrency. If a single CME that's powerful enough can wipe out these transformers and everything that's digital can be fucked up for long enough for there to be anarchy, civil unrest, oblivion. Now what about cryptocurrency? What were you saying? We don't even have batteries to charge these phones. How the fuck we going to trade? There's no internet. The whole world just ended. And all we left with is what is supposed to be before this fake world, trapped in this world wide web. Now what do? Are you gods without your Instagram accounts? Without your TikToks and your videos and your pointing at shit? Are you still gods? Do you run shit? You run the resources? You run the land? We all out of games. We all out of facades. We all out of put-ons. So I just wanted y'all to be able to experience it, man. Listen, I cried. I still got that watery, that watery feeling in your nose. Like you've been swimming in a pool, nigga. I still got that. I still feel that. Because I cried. I cried when I was out there on the live. I don't know if y'all heard, I was crying. Because it was so beautiful. Truth. It's just so beautiful and undeniable. My Umi wasn't going for it either. She like, nigga, you ain't finna just get the fuck on. I said, Umi, right over my house right now. Literally, while I was talking to her, this was before that green flash that knocked me over. And before the green flash that knocked me over while I was still on the ground. The door was open, y'all. The shit is like, if you can imagine a helicopter landing in your yard, that's how the wind was blowing around my house. I'm standing in the doorway looking at it. The shit look like how helicopters land in your yard, but bigger. Imagine a big ass helicopter blowing. That's why y'all thought something happened, because it blew. I have a ladder that was sitting in my driveway. I can go and show y'all. There's a ladder sitting in my driveway. It fell because the wind blew that hard. It knocked over a ladder. I was already laying on my back because while I was standing out there, I fell. If y'all really recorded it live, go back and watch it. You'll hear me fall. You should. I fell. This is deja vu. This is the second deja vu today. Because I was trying to explain why I fell. And when I saw the green light, I froze. And I just saw the green light trying to explain why I fell, and I just froze again. And it's deja vu. All right, y'all. Like I said, I brought the witnesses. The witnesses were here. They just told y'all. And my dad said the shit. He was like, They there to witness something today. He said they're going to witness something. And they did, both of them. Now, everybody around me done seen the green light, y'all. There's 3 sisters around me, and all 3 of them have seen the green light. So there are 4 of us. We have all seen the green light. Have you seen it? I said, come and see. And then I said, they're going to show y'all. If you go back and watch the live, I said, they're going to show y'all. Watch. And they did. So, happy birthday to Dr. Malachi York. His birthday is a vortex day. You should know if you don't. Happy birthday, Malachi. Peace in the lab. It's truly wonderful. Hadus Asha. Divine love.